अस्सलाम वालेकुम वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज की इस वीडियो में जो हमारा टॉपिक है वो है द अमेरिकन सिस्टम ऑफ क्रिमिनल जस्टिस में अमेरिकन का सिस्टम क्या है। क्रिमिनल लॉ रिलेट्स टू लॉ passed by the United States whose violation constitutes a crime which can result in fines, imprisonment, or even death. Unlike civil law, in which private citizens utilize the courts to seek redress or enforce their rights, a criminal trial involves either the federal government or the state government seeking to obtain a guilty verdict against an individual. It is not individual using the system, but the government itself using the legal system to seek to enforce the law and punish the individual to protect society. Both the federal government and the various states all have their own criminal statutes, thus criminal trials can occur in either forum depending on which law is violated. By far most criminal trials involve state laws since the federal government is restricted in its jurisdiction to particular types of crimes. Well over 90% of all criminal trials occur in state courts. So, this article will discuss the basic procedure of a typical criminal trial in the United States and the various tactics that usually becomes vital in a criminal trials in California. The last section will discuss the practicalities of a criminal trial and selection of counsels to defend. First of all, the main topic is political basis of American criminal law. It is an oddity of the American system of political freedom that the one class of persons who are alone capable of enforcing most of the precious Bill of Rights for all American citizens are those accused of crime. If one reads the Bill of Rights, those first critical 10 amendments to the United States, the constituents that provide the most basic rights that American most treasure. One soon discovers that most of them provide for procedures and protections available for Americans should they be accused of crime. Thus, the right to trial by jury, to freedom from unreasonable search and seizure, for a prompt and speedy public trial, to not be forced to incriminate oneself, to not be forced to confess, for representation by legal counsel at public expense if necessary. These are the law, jury, political basis of American criminal law. Then the second point is criminal versus civil situation, the penal code. तो आइए हम इसकी डेफिनेशन डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, बाकी आप खुद पढ़ लीजिएगा. When the government seeks to protect the peace or safety of its citizens and determines that punishment by imprisonment, fine or death is appropriate to ensure such peace and safety, then it provides for such punishment in the law it passes, and that law is considered part of the criminal law, also known as the penal code. Is the penal code definition. The key aspect is that the state itself seeks to enforce the law against an individual party and that imprisonment, fines or other forms of state-sponsored punishment are imposed if the state prevails. Laws passed in which individual citizens seeks to prosecute or defend their various rights or obtain monetary or injunctive relief in civil law and the party of civil court. Third one is the arrest and charging procedure, bail and on recognition. तो ये आप खुद डिस्कस कर लिएगा. हम थोड़ा सा देख लेते हैं. Most individual enter the criminal system when they are arrested or hear that a warrant for their arrest has been issued and turn themselves in. The right to be released before trial is a vital one in the United States, as the right to a speedy trial so that one does not languish in jail awaiting trials. The fourth one in the arrangement, the parliamentary hearing. The fifth one is the discovery and law and motion in a criminal proceeding. Sixth is the trial. The drama of an American trial is so often a matter of television and movies. not to mention books, articles, and live newscasts that the average person in the world is quite familiar with its basic. Lastly, both sides can give the close argument, and these arguments often can win or lose case and can last for days. The judge then instruct the jury on the law that applies to the case and sends them to a separate room to deliberate and hopefully render a verdict. Seventh one is the verdict, the sentence and appeal. The eighth one is the plea bargaining. Ninth one is the practical aspect of the criminal trial. Last but not the least, the role of defense counsel defending the guilty. तो ये थे हमारे पास क्रिमिनल लॉज जस्टिस क्रिमिनल जस्टिस ऑफ अमेरिकन सिस्टम। तो उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको समझ आ गई होगी। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़।